Good evening, this is FTN News. I'm Great Jaggers 113. Let me post this stream in the community news. But we have just received new returns for the presidential race. I'll be reading those in a moment. Welcome to FTN News Live. Hold on, FTN News. Hashtag FTN News is live. Live, but we have new results coming in. Of course, we know there was going to be the last returns in a wild presidential race. We're going to have these returns. We're going to take over main events once. Here it is, with the multi-ballot election portal. Here it is, T-Soups, 57% of the vote. T-Soups with 57% of the vote. That being 143. That is a 143. Apollo Corman, 73 votes. Apollo Corman, 73 votes, or about 29%. And finally, Trade Data with 10% of the vote at 24. No, with 10% of the vote with 24 votes. So the other candidates have about 14% of the 14% of the vote. Those other candidates being JT Port with 5. Oh my God, Adam Stratton changed his username to Adam Soups with 3 votes. Sheev with 3. No, Adam Soups is different. Adam Stratton with 0 votes. This is just coming into the FTN newsroom. Welcome. Okay, so this is just coming into the FTN newsroom. Apollo Corman, 37 votes, or 29% of the vote. T-Soups with 57%, with 143 votes, or 57%. And other candidates have a combined 14% of the vote. So yeah, this is appearing to be very wide race. Polls are still obviously open, so we can't make projections right now, but it is pretty obvious that T-Soups is on track to a second term. Once again, Discord polls were wrong. I mean, Discord polls last time. From what I'm noticing, Discord polling is tending to underestimate T-Soups, and I'm finding that really interesting. Apologies, I disconnected for a second there, but I'm back. So yeah, this is a very, very big lead for T-Soups. I'm gonna switch devices real quick. I'm gonna join in on my computer. Okay, there we go. Can you? Okay, I'm back. So yeah, very. Okay, so a very, very strong lead for T-Soups right now. So this is very huge. We got someone right. Never mind, they just left. If you want to speak, come on up and raise your hand. This is going to basically be a Doom. This is basically be a Doom live. So if you want to speak your mind, come on up. I'll invite some people to speak if I have to. Hello, Peep. Wise words from Peep right there. Anyway, so let's go over some other news that's happening in Noosa. If community news will load. Hello. As of course, you know, Trade NATO dropped out due to an apparent doxing within the community. And the T-Soups administration is pressuring House members. Hello. The T-Soups administration is pressuring House members into stopping their impeachment inquiry.
So, are we seeing that the FEC actually filtered away some of Apollo's votes? Because I believe earlier...
I haven't seen some of the early returns.
He was at 68 earlier.
Hold on, yeah, I'll check that right now, yeah. That could be a somewhat... we are witnessing sort of fight in the multi-ballot discourse for results between Rathazin and the FEC commissioner. If you want the gossip on that, let me know. But let's look at that. Let's look at the election returns. I'm going to double check that. Apollo Corman is 73. 68 last update at 5. No significant change last hour. No changes there. You got 73. He's got 73 right now. He had 68 last time. T-Soups has been like at a... Yeah, T-Soups has been at a sort of 10 votes per hour pace, which is a very interesting. So, that's should be the last update of the night. Okay, I've got some pings in general chat room here. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I don't know why my Discord audio just did that. I apologize to our viewers. So, it doesn't look like Apollo lost any voters in that time, but...
Looks like the FEC filtered some of the votes. He was apparently at 68 earlier.
He's at 70... He was at...
He gained more.
Held a campaign rally at 8. Apollo Corman is currently in his campaign channel voice chat, his campaign server voice chat.
How many votes does he have?
73.
Oh, your stream shows 37.
Oh.
So you might want to fix that.
Oh, I thought I updated that. Must have forgot to save the changes. Thank you for pointing that out. Thanks for pointing it out, but... So, a very, very easy race for T-Soups. We're gonna be making... So... Where's it at right now? Okay. You can... Okay, let's pull up the results again. So T-Soups... So we start with T-Soups leading with 143 votes. Apollo Corman, 73 votes. Other candidates have about 14% of the vote. Apollo Corman with a measly 29% compared to T-Soups' 57% of the vote. So... So if you're T-Soups, this is looking like this is looking like your race. This is looking like you're getting a second term. This is... I mean, there's only 1 day left in voting, so there's not much that can realistically change. So I feel like we have a basic idea now of who the next president of the United States. I feel like we have a basic idea now. I feel like we have a basic idea now of who the next president of the United States is. It's gonna be T Soups. This is if you're Apollo Corman, it's really concerning. You're gonna make sure you have to get a lot of turnout in this next day here. I mean, if you're Apollo, this is not looking good, to be frank. Okay, we got Stericus raising their hand. Let me know if I pronounced that right once you get up there. Hello.
Hey, what's going on? Am I on TV?
Yes, you are on FTN. You are on live news of TV.
Oh my gosh, this is so crazy. First of all, I would like to say hi to my mom. Anyways, I have a question for you, Mr. Great Jakers 1113.
Yes.
Who's gonna win, do you think?
It's looking like T Soups. I mean, we have a basic idea that. I mean, obviously, I look at the results. It's 143 for T Soups, 73 for Apollo.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for coming up here. I'll give Nick if you want to come up. Raise your hand. Same with Jane Braxton. I mean, I want to pull up this photo that from a T Soups event from earlier. I mean, look at this. This is a massive amount of support for T Soups. I am not seeing the same for Apollo. I mean, look at all. Look at all this. I mean, Apollo did hold a somewhat successful rally, but it was basically usurped by a T Soups press event. By an impromptu Q&A session for the president. I mean, this is and I do have one regret of this election. It's not going live today sooner, but you know, it is what it is. The multi-ballot bot is about to be shut off, though. I'm gonna. This is huge. I'm going to repeat these results one more time. At 5 p.m. it was 133 for T Soups. Now it's at 173. No, 143. 73 for Apollo. 24 for Trade NATO. 5 for JT Port. 3 for Adam Soups. 3 for Sheev Palpatine. And 0. And 0 for Adam Stratton or Strat Nixon, which I was expecting at least like 5 people to vote for him as a joke. Polls close tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, so we are going to be live as the polls close, and we're going to be making some projections there as well. I'm expecting some other news organizations will be live as well for that. But we do have one projection to make that we can we can say with confidence that Adam Stratton, Sheev Palpatine, Adam Supes, JT Port, and as of now, Trey NATO have no path to the presidency. Only T and Apollo will be remaining. We're basically going to be crossing out candidates. So it's basic. If Apollo can turn this around, I'd be surprised, but there's still another 24 hours of voting left, and I mean, he's got 200 people in his campaign server, so who knows what can happen. He has more campaign server members than voters. How many does the T-Soups campaign have? Last I checked, Apollo has 238. I have Discord's. Let me double check the members of T-Soups server. Paula Corman has 223. T-Soups is 271. So, not all of the members of those campaign servers have voted yet. So, if that does happen, the race could get more interesting. So, this is going to be... T-Soups has been one of the most... is going to end up being... T-Soups wins. She's probably going to end up as one of the most influential presidents in Noosa history. I mean, it is extremely uncommon to see a two-term president in Noosa. And even then, it is extremely uncommon to see a two-term president in Noosa that survived both of those terms. So, if you're the opposition at this point, it's not about winning this election anymore. I would say at this point, you got to prepare for a second T-Soups administration, and what will that lead to? And what will that bring? It will probably bring a lot of changes. I mean, T-Soups got a whole new constitution passed, and I mean, that enough makes her at least in the higher end of influential Noosa presidents. So this is going to be interesting. We have another statement from Arigi. Last night I got wrapped up. This is a message from Taco Sergine Fell. Last night I got wrapped up in an extremely scary situation where I was DM'd my personal info and that of my family. I was thankful to get to the bottom of it and got unbelievably lucky. Turns out it had nothing to do with news. A few hours ago, I got a phone call from an acquaintance from a university, and he told me when he got drunk and sent me a prank doc. This is not something I take lightly, and we'll be discussing the matter in person later today. So that's uncalled for. That's not a prank. Taco is here to stay. And I think it was really cool to see that the Noosa community was sort of brought together. Anyways, I disconnected for being idle and yapping too long. So, might as well give you all a little behind-the-scenes look. Do you want to go to the WFTN studio? If John of Doom were here, we'd be getting twice as many viewers. But he is on babysitting duty tonight. Why am I tall like that? R6 me. Here's the behind-the-scenes look. Look at this. We got a little bunch of studio desks, stuff like that, and this is the studio where the debate was this year. I think it's a very nice set, if I do say so myself. Let's take a seat. Free cam me. So please raise your hand, come on up. Speak your minds. You're watching FTN. This is WFTN. Okay, we got possibly Yeski. Come on up. Let me invite you to speak. All right, hello.
Hi. Not
What-
really sure what you want me to do. You said raise your hand, so I did.
Oh, just speak your mind.
On like the
Yeah, on the
on
election,
the
stuff
Noosa
like that.
election or
Yeah.
like the real election?
Noosa.
Okay. The Noosa election. Okay. I hate Apollo. Go T. Yeah, I approve. Thank you.
Send that over. We will play the clip. I do have a video clip that I haven't downloaded, but I want to pull up and play on air here. It was at a shooting at a there was a shooting at a Department of Defense press conference earlier today. If I can find that clip. Apologies for the delay, but there was a shooting. Per FTN reporter, Peak fans, the Department of Defense press conference was fired upon by, quote, foreign agents. That clip's going to take about a minute to download, so that clip's going to take about a minute to download. I'm going to try to pull it up now. So a lot going on in the world of news. I mean, there was a T-Soups interview today. Today with the American Times, there was also a T-Soups interview. There was also an Apollo Corman interview with the American Times, and I wanted to say, Blue with the American Times is doing an excellent job. The American Times, there's finally someone I feel has FTN trembling in their boots a little, which I have to say, tremendous shout out to those people. I think ever since the Boulder age, community-run media in Noosa has been in a golden age. Shout out the American Times. Okay, how do I feel about the Raptors in shade? Oh, okay, he's saying he's getting more results from United. If we don't get those same results, we're suing. Raptors in, you're cool. Okay, I mean, ooh, we got some beef here. Okay, yeah, if you want to speak, raise your hand, come on up. I was not viewing the events channel, I was pulling up. So video, Voided Ghost. Come on up, speak your mind. Voided Ghost, what do you have to say?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
I just want to talk about what do you think about Trey Nitto dropping out of the election?
I was very surprised by that. I did not think he would drop out. I didn't think he was going to win, but I did not think he would drop out either, considering he was a major party nominee. But I feel
Do
like
you
he
think it was
dropped out
played
too
by
late.
one of the opposition?
I feel like he dropped out too late to have a real impact. To not have an impact on the election. I mean, if he dropped out sooner, it would have benefited Apollo. And thank God the dox threat that scared him into leaving was a prank, because
You keep cutting out.
so thank God. I mean, that had me worried for a bit. And I mean, if Wrath is in, so Wrath, if you want, so also by the way, Wrath is in, if you want to beef with me, mic up.
Great Jakers, you keep cutting out every like 30 seconds.
Oh, I keep cutting out.
Yeah, I like you. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I think my mic I think it's just my mic sensitivity. I'll go into Discord settings real quick.
Yeah, it might just maybe, I don't know. But do you think when he dropped out that he benefited T-Soups?
Can you repeat that?
Do you think when he dropped out, since he was already running, do you think he benefited T-Soups?
I think I don't know, because I feel like most of the voters T-Soups had were already planning. We're already planning on voting for T-Soups, so
All right, well, that's all I gotta say.
all right. All right. So Zuru and Blue Sim, by the way, I think I already mentioned this, but now that you're here, I'm going to invite you to speak first. Great job on the American Times, and I mean,
Thank you. Yes, I mean I heard your words on watching the live stream.
yeah, you're giving us a run for our money. I have to say, respect that a lot.
Yes, thank you. I mean, I figured why not? You know, some good competition is important, right? So, but I wanted to say that I think Trey Nato dropping out after he won the Ford Party nominations, I think has really benefited T-Soups.
I mean, hold on, Zulus and Tyrion just resigned?
Did they? Oh yeah, they did.
Where's this coming from? Executive updates. That's, yeah, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but yeah, we do have breaking news. Apparently, Zulus and Tyrion just resigned,
Oh wow.
Secretary of Homeland Security Zulus and Tyrion has just resigned. In a statement, he said, "I've decided it's my best interest in myself and the department as a whole that I resign as Secretary of Homeland Security effective immediately. I've been already planning to retire at the end of the term, but with the recent event, I found myself unmotivated to continue leading the Department of Homeland Security. I'd rather pass the torch to somebody still passionate about the position and for someone perhaps have less people attempting to sabotage their every move, and we'll be able to make better progress, hopefully, without the same obstacles in their path."
Wow.
It hasn't always been easy. It's been a pleasure to lead this department and all of the agency. I'll never forget the time I spent with you, nor the lessons I've learned. I believe the Secret Service, Federal Protective Service, and the Coast Guard have done great this term, and I'm proud to have worked with you all. I have full confidence that this department will continue to do amazing after my departure. Thank you for everything, Zulus and Tyrion. I mean, Zulus and Tyrion, he's been a controversial figure ever since the whole Coast Guard Board of Governors situation. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, I think that's going to be an interesting one. I don't know if T-Soups her campaign's going to take a hit from that, having her Secretary of Homeland Security resign. But that is, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of expected.
Hold on,
I
Grandpa
don't think
Gobies
it's
is
too
typing now.
surprising.
Vice President Gobies is typing.
No, I was
But-
telling this.
There is. I'll pull that up in a moment, but who else wants to speak? Come on up, speak your mind. Feel free to debate each other if you want, or I'd like to get some drama.
But it's
Sure, Zuru,
Yeah.
you've been waiting for a while. Come on up. Hello.
so welcome.
Speak your mind. What do you got to say? You there? We can't hear you if you are. Give you 30 seconds to sort out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, his PC doesn't have a mic. He's joining on mobile. Okay. Yeah, I'll give him a second. Yeah, moderator, someone. What do you have? What do you have to say? Do you want me to invite you to speak? Rather concerned. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll hear it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I've invited you to speak. Just accept the request. As we wait for Shore's.
No, there's nothing big. It's just about an advertisement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then if you want to advertise with us, just DM me.
I'll send you the ad right now.
Okay. Yeah, if you pay us in DC Cash or Robux, we will run it on air.
How much does it cost?
John of Doom is in charge of ad rates. I will discuss
Oh,
that with
okay.
him. I'll give you a discount. I'll do like 1,000 DC Cash for a one-time ad play.
Yeah, I'm a vet, so
I will say this though. I do think we're gonna have a projected winner by tomorrow morning. I do believe that. I mean, I think this might be a landslide. Honestly,
I think it already is a landslide. We can't project yet
yeah.
because the polls are still open. But the moment polls close, I bet you we're going to see an onslaught of projections. FTN will be on the air as those polls close, so.
Exactly.
And I bet, and Blue, I'm hoping you are as well. I'd love to have some competition.
Oh yes, we will. Absolutely. We're gonna project a winner by probably the afternoon there. I mean, by 12. I think that's pretty fair.
That's fair, yeah. So it looks like we'll be. So it looks like someone's gonna get stuck with events too. I think we should. Looks like someone's gonna get stuck with events channel too.
Well, I mean, if you wanna take events too, that's fine by me. I'm sorry, events. You want
put it up to a coin flip? I can't hear you. Hold on.
to take events? It's
yo,
fine.
Blue, I think you have a question in general chat.
Alright, we got a question in general chat. Okay.
Let me see. What do I think about the American Temperance? I don't know what that is. So
It's
It's anti-alcohol.
I mean,
Not anti-alcohol. It's anti-drink alcohol and go beat your wife at home. It's anti that, so opposite of that.
okay. So
I mean, I guess that
we have a
that's
message.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Temperance Convention in Greenfield, Mass. Captain D.W. Reed will leave Hartford from Talcott Street tomorrow morning, Wednesday. Conveying delegates to the Mass Convention to assemble at Middletown at 10 o'clock on the same day.
I
Okay.
see it. I mean,
So a Temperance Convention coming up.
it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, We're some of the best. Now, something else I also want to talk about is the Forward Party. I mean, they've been it's been for them. I think it's just been disorganized.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
they've had no unified leader. I mean,
Mhm.
Remy
Exactly.
Cross is, I mean, they're on their third string leader now.
And
Like,
not
that's
only
bad,
that,
like,
but
imagine-
Tornado couldn't get his campaign off the ground for like what, a week?
Yeah, I mean, there have been a lot of people saying, okay, Shozuru, you're coming back up now? Shozuru. So there have been a lot of people saying that it was a lot of people joined Lane just to vote Trade NATO in, which I find interesting. And I mean, the absolute state of that party, it's basically, let's be real, it's basically just the plutocrats under a different name.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Okay,
Question
yeah.
is, Ratuzen has been talking mad shit. How do you feel about that?
What do I think of
How do you
that?
feel about all this shit? Yeah.
Oh, I have the whole transcript of the entire conversation in the multi-ballot live results Discord. So I can pull that up if I want to. And plus, also Rathuzen is more than welcome to come on up, speak his mind.
But
about
that's
it.
what I'm saying. How does it make you feel that he's been talking shit and
I
like
don't
won't even
care,
make up?
honestly. I mean, we've been at this for. FTN's been around in Noosa for about 3 years now. How long has he been around in the Noosa news circle? 3 months.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't even he's in the fucking new gen compared to you. So it's like, I'm wondering why he's talking
Yeah.
shit just because he got picked, you know?
I mean, so this is going to be an interesting scenario. This is going to be an interesting scenario. Apparently, he's getting more live results, but the multi-ballot cutoff is already passed, so we're getting no more live results. That's why I want to be live for this. These were going to be the last returns until polls close, which I'm...
Until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Yeah. So
All right.
I
I
think
guess
we
I
all
have
know
one
who's
more
going to
question.
win, frankly.
If you had to give like one statement about Ratuzen, what would you say?
Mic up.
Mic up. Okay. Bet. Thank you.
Okay, so Shozuru, what do you got? What do you have to say?
No, I asked what you were trying to say about Ratuzen,
Oh, yeah.
and you told me everything, bro.
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on this election, honestly? I want to get your thoughts.
I mean, I haven't been active in Noosa in forever. I mean, I was barely here when George was here. But seeing all this shit that's going on, I mean, like, I feel like between T-Soups and Apollo, I'm finna support
Mm-hmm.
T-Soups because Apollo is a fucking joke, but I'm welcoming
That's
all
understandable.
voices right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Apollo has had his troubles during his campaign, so
Yeah, he's in a very troubled
yeah,
campaign.
like,
yeah.
I feel like she's got it in the bag. Like, I remember when she was at LV and she was like noobing around and shit. So it's like
I mean,
times change,
T-Soups at
but
this point.
at this point, based on who's running right now, you know, it's like she's got it in the bag.
Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, if Apollo Corman can get some some votes in here. I mean, before tomorrow, but I just don't think that's
All
too
we need
likely.
is-
If I'm being honest.
Oh, I disconnected again. All we need is for him to make a phone call like Trump did and be like, hey, I need like 20,000 votes.
I mean, yeah. At this point, what he needs to be doing is mass DM people and
Yeah, you should mass DM people and you gotta hope for the best.
exactly. And not only that, but I don't think he has a very good campaign manager. I mean, we haven't heard much from him, so I think he needs more support.
I guess I was a little disappointed when I heard him speak because he was going off on a little bit of a tangent on how like people's voices suppressed and shit. But I mean, I feel like he was just trying to gain support in the actual debate itself. Like, I don't feel like he was just saying much, you know?
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. It just felt a little ineligible, if I'm being honest. Like during his rally, he said he'd give the city council an embassy. I don't know.
What?
It's something.
Iron has a 24-hour mute because of Apollo. Like, I was just commenting on him and spamming what he said, and then next thing I know, I'm 24-hour muted. I'm like, shit, bruh.
Was that Seafull? I bet you it was Seafull or United.
No, I think it was GDK, but he took it
No,
off.
GDK
like, 2
would
hours
not mute
later.
people for 24 hours. I know GDK. He would not do that.
Gotcha. Well, he was the one that unmuted me, so.
I swear,
If
Seafull
I'm
and
being honest,
United
I
are the
think
worst moderators in this group. They are way too harsh. They are way too harsh.
yeah, Seafull can.
Well, I
he can
had
be
beef with
tweakable, to be
Seafull
honest.
fucking the beginning of this year because when I was like voting, I wasn't even running for any office. He came to me as suspected alt, and I'm like, yo, I have proof that I was banned. I was in the Discord for moderation, like to appeal the appeal Discord, and he was like going off on how he flagged me and I didn't speak much in the Discord and stuff, and I'm like, bro, never in Lucid history have you ever had to prove this much. Like, I'm giving you so much right now, and you're not even letting me vote. But it was crazy though.
Anyways, I do have a news story I want to circle back to that we discussed earlier of the shooting at the Burn of Defense press conference. We finally got that clip ready to play. We have that clip
I
ready.
said there are terrorists inside the Pentagon. And
A
the
quote,
DFPA
foreign
did
actor
nothing. I mean,
fired
it's
upon
important.
attendees of a press conference at the Pentagon. Take a look.
They happened to get me. I mean, shot me right in my head. My seat.
Yeah, let's play that one more
Tragedy.
time, as you can see. See, and spot the shooter. Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the terrorist that appears to have been quickly subdued.
Might need to get that blurred. It's terrible.
Yeah, some viewers might find this footage disturbing. I should have warned people before that. Oopsie daisy.
Yeah,
If you get traumatized for life, it's not my problem.
This event certainly traumatized me after I was shot in the head 5 times, but hey, you know what? It happens.
Reminds me of the time that, remember when it was Vice President Robbie Beast Pro fired upon I think it was a House session?
that is crazy. Yeah, wow. I haven't heard about that. I mean, I don't think I'm relatively a new gen, if I'm being honest. So I don't quite recall, but
Yeah,
that
the
is
George
that is
Godson
crazy.
administration
And you
was
know
crazy.
the thing, with the Pentagon, I mean, I guess what I told the DFPA that when those 3 visitors walked in to the press briefing, I told them there are terrorists in the Pentagon, and they did nothing. I mean, it's outrageous.
So they were aware that there were potential terrorists inside the Pentagon.
They were aware, and yes, I said there are terrorists inside the Pentagon as soon as they walked in to the room. Thing was done. What they need is scanners, because clearly they don't have adequate security if people can walk in with AK-47s and just light up the whole room. It's a failure. I tell you, it's a failure.
Very serious failure. You're listening to WFTN News Talk and watching live on the FTN News YouTube channel. WFTN is Noose's #1 yapping leader. You're watching live coverage of FTN News Decision 2024. It's in your hands. Just kidding, it's in our hands. We decided who would win months ago.
I voted 3,000 times for T-Soup.
FTN also decided the real election results you're seeing aren't real. We have 20K more ballots on their way to Pennsylvania.
God bless. All for Trump.
FTN News can project Jill Stein will be the next president of the United States. God bless.
God bless. God bless. I read it. I called it.
God bless.
God bless. Jill Stein. What the Forward Party needs is better presidential nominees.
I bet you there are people in the Forward Party that would definitely be able to win a presidential election if they ran, I think.
Absolutely.
I mean, Nasanova could have ran a very strong campaign if he was president. I mean, he was the face of the anti-T-Soups movement in the Senate, at least.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely.
However,
yeah.
he immediately dropped
I don't
once
know.
Apollo started running. He immediately dropped out and endorsed him, which I feel like was a mistake on his part. He did say he was going to relaunch his campaign. I mean, Lucky the Nick tried to run. I think I don't know if he's still in the audience, but he was. But
he did. Yes, that would
if
have
he
gone
started
anywhere,
his
I don't
campaign
think.
early, I feel like he would have had a very good chance of being the Forward Party nominee.
I just think a lot of things went wrong for the party here, and that's kind of what's leading up to the decision tomorrow.
I mean, their own chairman lost their... See, how can the Forward Party rebuild? That's what's on my mind as of late.
Exactly. Because, I mean, like, where do they go from here? But, I mean, something to point out, though, they've been definitely showing out. The minority has been showing out during House sessions. We saw it today.
Yeah, they've been making noise.
So, yeah, absolutely. But
they need... I feel like with multi-ballot, too.
Someone better. Yeah.
They need to really get good congressional candidates, because let's be real, it's usually now someone's just going to sweep. One party's just going to sweep the election.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. And something else, I've been talking about this issue for a while now, but the parties need actual agendas. That's what I think. We need agendas because, I mean, at this point, it's just rallying a certain person, and what we need now is party platforms.
Yep. we are. Who knows? We still have access to the live return, so who knows? They might have. Okay, moderator. Someone has another question for the public. What is it, moderator? Someone, let's get you up here. Invite to speak. Hello, you're on the air.
I just wanted to ask. Yeah, I just wanted to ask. What are your thoughts on the Department of State?
I mean, the Department of State's a great department. I think it's been doing some great things. I mean, we've gotten a very, very active UN, which I think is been very beneficial for news. So, I mean, I've wanted to get FTN involved in international. I'm trying to expand FTN internationally, so I feel like the Department of State is definitely making that easier.
I mean, I don't know how that process is, but there's a UN administrator listening right now. You might wanna bring him up, bring up the question, bring up the topic.
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Who's the UN
Funny enough,
administrator in
actually.
here? I'm not familiar with the UN as much as I should be, honestly.
I think it's Gentleman Jalix.
Okay then. Jalix, yeah, I'll be. Yeah, I'm gonna try to register. I mean, we're discussing on what UN countries you might want to set up, say, offices in, for example, right now. Like, do we want to set up one in a Europe bureau in the UK, maybe an East Asia bureau in Tokyo?
that'd be cool.
I heard Indonesia has very cheap labor if you want to put it there.
China, I mean, that works too. Okay, well, it looks like we won't be able to request any results tomorrow, so.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna have some fun time.
I don't know how we're.
Hold on, I might just be having some breaking news about the real election. Just stand by. Apparently,
Okay.
the race is over. Donald Trump has won the state of Arizona.
Oh, God bless. Okay, well, I mean, that's it.
He's won every single swing state.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how that happened, honestly.
Yeah, how did he not lose like at
I
least
was kind
one
of
of them?
surprised. Yeah, I
This
know.
is a
I was
stunning
really
rebuttal
expecting.
of the Republican Party.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
expecting
of the
at least
Democratic Party. I can't believe I
Wisconsin.
mixed up my parties.
I just know
him getting shot was a lot. Like, I feel like him getting shot gained his ass a lot of support, and then them trying to impeach his ass and them trying to prosecute his ass, bro. I feel like all this hate just made people support him more despite social issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I just did not expect it to. I mean, this is a landslide, honestly. I mean, crazy.
President Harris with only 47.9% of the popular vote, and Trump with exactly 50% of the popular vote. To be more specific, he's got 50.4%. So anyways, let's go back to Noosa now.
Yeah, back to Noosa. Okay, well, I guess we can.
Hello, United.
I guess. Oh,
United. When's United Bot coming back? We'd love to have him as a guest here on FTN. No. Gee, who posted that? It's still in the air. It's still in the air. At the end of the day, it's still in the air. Who at the end of the day will be the nominee? It's still in the air. Still up in the air. I think what I said was United needs better earbuds.
Okay, I think we're going to call the election at this point. If I'm being honest with you, the latest election result is 143 to 73. So that's 143
Hold on.
votes for T Soups.
Oh, they did update it.
73. Yeah, 73 votes for Apollo Corman. I think it's safe to say it's over at this point. I mean, wow. This is. Here, I can DM you actually.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go, I
Yeah,
sent you it in DMs.
I don't have access to the updates as they closed them.
Yeah, there you go. It's in your DMs. So, I mean, this is big. This is big, I must say.
Good morning, America.
Oh, the 10 p.m. ones.
Good
Yeah, I
morning.
already have those. They're
Oh.
on the ticker. So, hello, Snowbleed. Anyways, yeah.
Hello.
So,
Do you guys believe these results? Do you think that they are correct?
they're coming straight from the Federal Elections Commission.
Do
Yeah,
you-
I think it's safe
Do you
to
guys
say.
truly believe that? SEC are trying to rig this election.
No.
No.
It should prove time and time again that they are rigging the election.
Don't you work for TC?
Oh shit! Off.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it looks like it's over at this point. No, what are your thoughts on this?
It's a lot. I had a feeling T Soups would win, but I am once again, as I was surprised with the outcome of the real election, I was not expecting a win of this margin. T Soups has a clear mandate now.
Exactly. At this point, she should start a transition. I mean, this is, or I guess I'm not even sure if it's a transition if they're if they're an incumbent, but
They said there would be a sort of transition period.
well, they ought to begin it now because I mean, that is crazy. All right. Well, I mean, let me just talk to my.
Check it out. Here is the WFTN Studios, built by our glorious studio builder, John of Doom. I wrote him in for president personally, so. And rightfully so.
John the Dude should have ran for president. I'm sorry, but you should have. This
I honestly, I'm going to be
would have
real.
been a good pick.
I tried to convince him to do that.
And he should have. He said he was considering it now, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
Would have wanted the primaries.
He decided not to. He would have swept whatever party he ran with. He would have swept the primaries. He would have wiped the
Oh
floor.
yes, he absolutely. I mean, I would vote for him even if he was a Ford member. I'm like, yeah, well, that's all right. But we can. The American Times can at least project that T Soups will be the next president. It's kind of unofficially, but I'll have something by tonight. But it's pretty much over. I doubt Apollo Corman.
Okay, we got an announcement from T Soup. Stand by. Ghostful has been nominated to be the next Secretary of Homeland Security, and if you're still listening, Gentleman Jalix, you have been nominated to be the next Secretary of State.
Wow, congratulations.
And Tactical Loud has been nominated as Commandant of the Coast Guard. Congratulations, Gentleman Jalix, on that, by the way.
Yeah, congrats. Wow, 57% to 29%. That is big. I'm sure those numbers are higher for T Soups now. as well. Yeah, wow. I mean, what do you think of this Jakers? I mean, this
Um,
is
I am just really
these votes
surprised by the
are.
margin. I mean, T-Soups.
I mean, wow. She took it away. I mean, it
Wiping
was,
the floor.
yeah.
Shut
I
the
think
hell
it's
up.
safe to say it can be called tonight.
I mean, yeah.
What beef do you have with Rat Susan?
I
What went wrong there?
It's just competing companies beefing. That's
okay.
all. It's just a little, it's all good fun. It's all good fun.
I see.
Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap things up here unless Rathison wants to come up and argue with me. So, anyways, this has been an FTN News special report on the latest election returns. All right, there's 113. Good night.
Have a good night.
Stay tuned. We're gonna try to get all. Stay tuned for tomorrow for big election coverage, including hopefully
yeah.
we're gonna try to see if we can get an Oliver James Tonight episode in. This has been FTN News. Good night.
Good night. God bless.
USA, 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 USA.